So you recently announced the Canadian leg of your The Lifetime tour.
Yes,
On behalf of the cities outside of Toronto, I would like to thank you because,
I know.
yeah,
Some people just go to Toronto or Vancouver. I'm like, no, we got to go to Ottawa. We got to go to
yes,
Edmonton. We got to go to Quebec, not just Montreal. Let's do
of
it.
course.
The whole
Yes,
thing, there are people there and they want it.
exactly. And I feel like that was the biggest concern for a lot of Canadians when these big tours come to the country. They usually either only end up in Toronto or go to only Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal.
Yeah.
So we're very, very thankful that you remembered that there are more cities in Canada.
Yes, of course. The Canadian fans have been incredible, and I've been on this journey with them for a long time, so I owe it to them.
I know you were here not too long ago for the listening party for your recent album 143.
Yeah, it was
Um,
quick. I was
yes,
really there to help support Orlando with his film. So, Tiff.
and it was great to see you just interact with everyone that was there. So it was a very amazing experience just to.
They were telling me all kinds of stories. It was amazing. Like that, none of that was planned. Everyone's like, let me tell you a story about how I became a fan or what your music means, or, like just the like origin stories of Katy Cats, which was
Mhm.
so beautiful.
What's something that you look forward to every time that you come to Canada?
Food. It's been a long time since I've been there because of, the circumstances both in my control and beyond my control. And so I'm sure that there is so many new things to discover all around Canada, and I am going to investigate. So any food recommendations I will be taking, and any activities for kids that are 5 years old. I'll take that too.
Ooh. And I'm hoping you've tried Tim Hortons.
Yeah, duh, that's where I get my coffee
Okay.
from. I switched from my Bucks to my Hortons when I
Okay.
crossed that line. Let's go.
Okay, perfect. Honorary Canadian.
You guys are nice and unproblematic, so I appreciate that.
We definitely try to exude that, especially when we travel outside of Canada to bring some of that to the world.
Thank you.
Yeah, we
Thank
got
you
you.
for healing our world.
We got you. So I know you're very inspired by the world of Walt Disney, and I feel like that fantastical, otherworldly experience is always brought to your shows and even on this tour. I'm wondering which Disney princess you would say you relate to the most.
Oh, wow. Great question. God, I'm a combo of all of them because I like knickknacks like Ariel. I look after a lot of people like Snow White. I love to sleep. But maybe it's Belle because she's smart and also very caring, and is not, she sees the good in people, even if people have a beastly side. Oh, I love a Cinderella too, but
She's my least favorite, actually.
yeah, the story's not for me as much.
Yeah,
But I
exactly.
do love the looks.
Mhm.
The fit's great.
The glass slipper, she's a fashionista.
The glass
Trailblazer.
slipper is a trail breaking move.
Would you ever try something similar? Maybe not totally glass, just to make sure you're safe.
I wouldn't do the glass, but I have made actually ones for my own line for the Katy Perry collections. I've made those kind of like see-through.
What is visuals exactly would you say are inspired by Disney?
Just the storytelling being larger than life and always ending hopeful. But yeah, I like that kind of like creating a whole world that you can step into and really get lost inside of, but also like find something that you needed that night. I mean, I think there's something super magical about going to a show these days and connecting with complete strangers and singing the same song. Like there's no other experience. Maybe like in church that happens, but the sense of community you get is pretty profound. That sense of unity, community, oneness.
So for 143, your most recent album, you spoke about that number being an angel number for you. And I totally believe in angel numbers. I have my own that appear every so it's 1144.
Cool. It's not just 1111.
No, not I imagine I was just like 1111 like everyone else, but it's 11.
It's okay. That's okay.
I'm wondering when it was the first time that 143 appeared for you that you felt like it was guiding you in a certain direction.
Oh, wow, that's such a great question that nobody's asked.
Oh.
I don't remember the specific time, but I remember the series of moments. I was actually going through a really tough time. There was a medical situation in my family that was causing me a lot of anxiety because it was just so intense at that time. It got resolved. Everything is all good. But I was like really grasping. I had to bump up some therapy and like really figure out some stuff. And I started to see 143 and I was like a lot. Like I'd park in the parking spot. I'd get it on my receipt. It would be the bill. It would be random license plates. It would be everywhere. I mean, and I was seeing it like twice a day for weeks on end. And I finally looked it up and it was like, oh, well, this number, meant in a digital language, I love you. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like the universe is saying, I love you, I got you, we're here for you in this time. And it's what I needed to be comforted by, that everything, there's a reason for everything. There's a positive to be found in the negative. There's a light to be found in the dark. So that's what got me through it. And it's really, I don't see it as much anymore as I saw it through that time and even through my records being put out and stuff. But the funny thing is I'll catch it. Like you go on my Wikipedia and it says I sold 143 million records. And I'm like, really? 143? It just
Like,
so
exactly.
happened?
Yeah.
Really? Exactly. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Nothing's a coincidence.
Nothing is coincidence. Exactly.
Well, I love that story, and I definitely really hold angel numbers to my heart. And I hope that you not seeing it as often anymore means that you have the guidance within you and you no longer need that reminder.
I for real feel that.
But I'm glad that it showed up when it did, when you needed it.
That's right. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time. It was amazing talking to you. And I will see you in Toronto.
See you in Toronto.